I'm Shalisa Chandler, your announcer for the Casting Couch. On today's show, we have a true South Florida pioneer in grassroots stage performances, AAPACT's Teddy Harrell Jr. Stay tuned, you're in for a treat.
The Casting Couch is sponsored by AAPACT, building better communities through theater. Trio on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. And UTV, the genuine urban voice. AAPACT completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit aapact.com. Come see what you've been missing.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Trio on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Trio on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at trioonthebay.com. Trio on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. Welcome to the Casting Couch. I'm your host, Keith Harrell. We're here at Trio in SoFlo, North Bay Village. Trio is the place where you dine, drink, and dance. So when you come to South Florida, make sure you make it here at Trio. Today on the Casting Couch, we have a very special guest. He started his life in entertainment in elementary school. He was once banned from entertainment shows because parents thought that it was unfair because he was a professional and he was only 7 years old. In Europe, he was part of the legendary singing group, The Drifters. In 2001, he founded and incorporated the African American Performing Arts Community Theater. It is my honor and my privilege to have my brother on the Casting Couch, Mr. Teddy Harrell.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be here.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming out and coming to my little show I have here.
I wouldn't have missed this for the world. This is incredible.
Man, before we get started, Ted, tell me about in elementary school how you was banned from performing because the parents thought it was unfair. Tell me about that.
And the funny thing about this is a Catholic school in Liberty City.
What's the name of it?
Holy Redeemer Catholic School.
Okay, give it a shot.
In Liberty City. We had a talent show every year during Black History Month. Everybody getting up there, they're basically doing R&B songs. I sang Barry Manilow, Mandy, and some other songs. And half of the kids and half of the parents didn't even know who Barry Manilow was.
Right, right.
And I'll get up there and I'll win first place prize of singing Barry Manilow. People are singing Diana Ross, they're doing Teddy Pendergrass, they're doing the Commodores, they're doing Earth, Wind & Fire, Stevie Wonder. I do Barry Manilow because I really like Barry Manilow.
Right.
And I won first place. Now, the second year I did this in the 8th grade, I got banned. And the kids said that, no, he's a professional. We can't beat him. And the parents said, no, he shouldn't be allowed in the show because I believe he's studying with somebody or something like this. This is weird, you know.
Right, right.
But they let me compete, and I won again. And it was a lot of fun. It was great, but it was great for the arts, for a kid who wants to be a singer,
right,
you know, and want to perform. And I always had that in me to perform.
So, at an early age, you knew this is what you wanted to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, years and years of just being in the bedroom, practicing with pencils as microphones or combs, and acting it out and seeing like thousands of people out there and performing and doing whole concerts, right, taking somebody's album, and I'm thinking I'm that person and singing the whole concert from like I said, Manilow, Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, the Beatles, you know,
right,
Earth, Wind & Fire, doing that, even doing some stand-up, taking Richard Pryor and believing I'm Richard Pryor. I was always into it, you know, always involved in it.
Really, really, man.
Yeah, we grew up together,
And I was going to do this as if I don't know you, but I know you.
And I know you.
And you know me. So I'm like, hey, you know, this is my brother. He's on the couch, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about things that he has done. We're going to talk about his career. We're going to talk about what's coming up and what's on the horizon for you, your company, and anything else that you got going on. Now, you went to North Miami Senior High.
Yes, sir.
And you was part of the North Miami Pioneer Players.
Wow. You know all this stuff.
Yeah, I know all this stuff.
You're like Jimmy Kimmel, man.
It's almost like I researched. Tell me from then to now, what was you would say, your best performance?
Well, let me just go back a little bit, because I was supposed to go to Miami Central Senior High School. At that time, in the 70s, the late 70s, early 80s, Central did not have, per se, a strong theater company and a strong choir. North Miami Senior High School had a huge theater program, and they also were in conjunction with Payback at Northwestern. Plus, they had like 5 different types of show groups and choirs.
Right.
I wanted to go where the action was. For some reason, I didn't want to go to Northwestern, but I wanted to go to North Miami.
Right.
And they had all these wonderful, wonderful programs out there for kids who wanted to get into the arts.
Right.
And so that's where I went. And it was a great experience for me, being in those choirs, learning classical music, learning show music, learning Broadway things. It was great. And then also being on stage and performing in plays like The Crucibles and Grease and things like that. Right. It was a lot of fun. And then performing in talent shows. Now, the funny thing about it, at that school, it was almost predominantly white at the time.
Right.
And it was more, it was some Hispanic kids, black kids, very little Haitian kids. It wasn't that many Haitian kids at that time. And they heard me performing. They heard me perform a song. And they asked me, the school asked me to do it for a pep rally. And I got up and I did New York, New York. And it's even in the yearbook that year. And I just blew people away. It was so funny, because when I was singing, all of the cheerleaders, they like rushed the stage. It was the funniest thing in the world. The football players, they're down at this pep rally, they're looking at me, they're looking all mean and mad, and they were like pissed off, you know. And it was funny, man. It was funny. So, but that was a great performance. That was a great experience for me as a performer, as an actor, as everything else, and just doing that. I mean, I just had tons of fun.
Wow, man. Wow. I tell you, I followed your career from, I guess, the time I was able to know who you were. Mm-hmm. You know, you being in high school, you going to, to UM. A lot of people don't know that you attended UM. And with UM, you went there on a scholarship, correct?
Yes, I did. You know, I got to say that I first, after leaving North Miami Senior High School, I went to Miami-Dade Community College. It was called Miami-Dade Community College at the time. Immediately went into music and also into theater. There I met people like John Pryor, Barbara Lowry, Rosemary Schock, who was over a group called The Highlights at the time. Right. They were just amazing mentors to me as far as in the arts. This is where I got my grounding of theater and for show music and all of that stuff, and studied the music and studied musical theater. Right. And from there, the performance levels and the chance to perform was always there. And it was very fortunate, because as a new student going in, new students are normally not thrown on the main stage. Right. They're normally put into building sets or working behind the scenes, doing costume stuff. You come up along the line for those 4 years. But as a freshman, I was thrown into major roles on the major stage and getting the major stuff that I needed to perform. And then I transferred over to University of Miami. Right. Now, fast forward in there, you met some real influential people at UM. Could you tell us a little bit about those folks? Okay, now at Miami-Dade College, I met John Cicada, who's a Grammy Award winner. Oh, okay. He was my voice teacher before he became the Grammy Award winner that we know today, the major. And John is like, for us as singers in Miami singers, he was like the chief. Right. We just loved him, because we would go and listen to him perform, try to get his licks, try to get all of these wonderful things that he was doing, and he would never give us any advice. Well, I tell you what, Ted, man, you have so much of information that we want to give people out there about acting and what's going on in South Florida. But we're going to take a quick break. Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back. We're going to be back with Teddy Harrell Jr., and he's going to tell us a little bit more about some of the upcoming projects he got. Thank you.
AAPACT completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit AAPACT.com. Come see what you've been missing.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. And we're back to the casting couch. How you doing? I'm your host, Keith Harrell. And as I told you before we went to the break, I got Teddy Harrell Jr. that's on the couch. And we're going to talk about some of his upcoming projects that he got going on. And one of his passions, we know, is acting, directing, but also his company, the African American Performing Arts Community Theater. Now, Ted, for those out there,
Yes.
across the country, they're seeing this, tell them a little bit about AAPACT and the reason why you started AAPACT.
Okay, AAPACT, you've already said the name. The reason why, point blank, black actors in Miami were not getting enough work. We want to create the door, we want to create the knob of the door, and we want to be able to turn the door and walk through the door ourselves. Create those opportunities for us, because it was very important. I mean, the white companies weren't hiring us. We had one black company in South Florida, so they were given the work, but still a lot of black actors were not being exposed to work that they should have been exposed to.
Right.
And we wanted to create some type of vessel, some type of ship, something that can create that mechanism of exposure,
Right.
Along with 4 other wonderful, wonderful dynamic theater professionals, Mr. Andre Gainey, Mr. John Pryor, Mr. Chat Atkins, and also our good friend, Mr. Hooper. Brian Hooper.
That's right.
They all are forefathers of African American Performing Arts Community Theater. We sat around the table, we developed the company, and we want to showcase us as actors in serious stuff, not just, Gwen was just talking about the church plays or whatever like that. We weren't trying to do that. We were trying to do plays that were on Broadway, that were coming, plays with some depth to it.
Right.
But we weren't trying to do Raisin in the Sun for 100th time either.
Right,
we weren't trying to do The Wiz for like the 25th or 100th time, We were trying to do things that people had not heard of, or people were just like, just knock them off their feet.
Exactly.
And so a lot of times with this type of strong work, when you do this, Miami audiences wasn't ready for that, because they were like, wow, these people are actually smoking weed on the stage. They're actually cussing on the stage, I mean, I've never seen a woman portrayed like this before. I've never seen a man this strong, And see, the thing about theater is that theater is right there in front of you. It hits you right in your face. It's not like, film,
Right.
I think when you saw Malcolm X get shot in Malcolm X and Denzel gets shot, I mean, that was like, wow, look at him, he's getting shot. And I mean, Spike Lee is probably the closest director to really putting it in your face like that.
Yes.
And that's what theater does for you. Theater puts it into your face, and you're right there, you're sitting right there, and you're like, oh my God,
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's
man.
right there. I love it.
Now, you've been doing that, as far as incorporated, since 2001.
Yes, sir.
So we're going past the decade mark. And how many plays and musicals have you put on, or how many performances have you put on?
Well, plays, it's been about 16 plays now, and also projects mixed in with that. We're doing other little projects like readings and other things like that. So we've done a number of things, and using the work of a number of great writers like Ed Bullins, Amir Baraka, some of these people that are just incredible writers with all this depth, and it's not just August Wilson. There's so many other African American writers that their work, their voice has not been heard.
Now, where can people see your plays?
Right now, we are staging our plays at the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. It's called the Cultural Arts Center in Liberty City. We've been actually doing plays in Liberty City since we started. And you know, I was having a conversation with Leela Elam, who's a wonderful actress here today too, is that we call ourselves a community theater, not because we're a community theater, but because we're in a community.
Right.
And we want to showcase that community. One of our slogans is building better communities through theater. And we want to do that. We want to showcase, we want to say to people, Liberty City is not all bad. There is some wonderful things coming out of Liberty City. Right. And we want to showcase that. Just like the audiences. We had a woman that came all the way from Oregon. Her and some other people, they were here for a convention.
From Oregon and in California.
Absolutely. These are white folks.
Yeah.
And they happened to hear about Jelly Belly. And so they left the convention site. They came in from the Marriott, and they didn't know where they were going. They took a cab into Liberty City.
Right.
It was only maybe 20 people in the place that day, and they said, "Oh my God, this is wonderful." Because where they're from in Oregon, there's lots of theater.
Right.
You know, and they said, "We can't believe that we had to come all the way to Miami to see this incredible play."
That
and
is
where
awesome.
where are the people?
Awesome.
Why isn't this place filled?
That is one of the problems that I think a lot of theater companies across the country are having. You know, the attendance, and that's why we wanted to have the casting couch to let people know that theater is here, and it's quality theater. I mean, you know, we have critics come out and they rate these performances, and we try to put on a quality show, and we just want to let people know that we are here, and that's why we have the casting couch to let people know. Now, you have something coming up in September. What's the play that you got coming up?
Yes, sir. It's called The Dutchman. It's written by Amir Baraka, a.k.a. Leroy Jones. He is what we call a black revolutionary writer.
Wow.
From the late 60s, early 70s, that whole Black Power movement, Black Panthers. You know, he was one of those writers that had a very angry type voice, that spoke that voice to white America to say, hey, listen, we're tired of what you're doing to us. We're tired of the stuff that's going on, and I want to propel this through my writing.
Right.
And The Dutchman is a play that actually takes place on a New York subway train. The principal characters is a brother who is a middle-aged African-American male, Clay, very bourgeois a little bit, and a white woman, blonde, bohemian type, you know. But it's very symbolic of what Baraka is saying, is that here's white America, here's black America. They're coming into clash. They're clashing, but white America is telling you that you think you're so uppity, and black America now step out of your bourgeois. And we see this transformation of this.
Wow,
you know.
I can't wait for that, man. Now, it's September, when does it start?
September 5th. We open September 5th. At the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center, 6161 Northwest 22nd Avenue.
There you go. Now, Ted, for people who don't know, where can they get all this information?
They can go to our website, which is www.AAPACT.com. And they can also check me out on our Facebook page, Teddy Harrell, or Teddy AAPACT Harrell, or African American Performing Arts Community Theater. We got like 3 pages.
Okay.
You know, so
Sounds
you know,
good.
and then we'll be also sending stuff out to your audiences. I know you got millions of viewers.
Well, you know, we're trying to make it happen. We're trying to make it happen. But the funny thing about it, Ted, what I wanted to do, folks, can everybody come on up? I wanted to.
Are they getting paid for this?
No, not at all. I'm not even getting paid for this.
Do they know that they're not getting paid for this?
I wanted to bring up people who are close to you, that have been in your performances.
And I paid them now. I don't owe no money now.
That have been on your performances and that you have had contact with. I just wanted them to come on up and share this moment with you, so that everybody know that this man is real. And he is doing great things here in South Florida, and I just wanted to let them have a chance to just say, hey, Ted, thank you, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Thank you.
Can we introduce these people?
Yes, we can introduce these people.
The camera's picking them up? You got some headliners here, man.
Okay.
You don't realize what you got back here.
That's
I'm
what I'm
nervous.
saying. Going from my right to my left, we got Summerhill 7.
Don't forget the 7, okay?
Can't forget the 7.
And can I just say that Summerhill was gracious enough to come out and do a little thing that we did with Fathers and Other Strangers.
That's right.
And he came out for the Miami Herald, and he was spectacular. And his picture was the only one that they used.
Yeah, and
I'm sitting here looking at some of here looks like he's the director. Just amazing. And just somebody just came in there and blew us all away.
That's what he does. He just come and steal the show every time.
Some of scary, man.
And we have Leela Castellanos.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mrs.
Castellanos.
That's right. Mrs. Castellanos.
She is gorgeous.
Always.
She is major. She is fierce.
There you go.
She scares me. I don't ever want to be back on the stage with her again. I was on stage with her once, and she just blew me away.
There you go.
What are you looking for? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at everything here. And next we had Dudley Pender, who has done all our sets.
Oh my goodness.
Got doggone
legendary
stage dog production.
And a great actor too as well.
Oh yes.
Have you ever seen him in a thong? He'll tell you about that thong.
But that was just me and you.
Next we got Anthony Roberts, who was in a couple of your plays. There you go.
Sir. Camp Logan. Jelly Belly.
Anthony was killing
we did a reading for a film that they're trying to produce called All American. He also was in that as well. I mean, Anthony just major work, man.
There you go.
It's scary, man. It's cat, man.
That's what we're trying to tell you, South Florida. We got talent up in this. Beast. Anyway. And next we got Finley Polynice.
The bald wonder, baby.
There you go.
See, I had to get my jokes in with Philly early because Philly will joke me to death.
I know, he's a comedian.
He's a wonderful actor.
There you go.
Camp Logan, Jelly Belly. He starred in Fathers and Other Strangers. He's been doing some major stuff. Him and Anthony did something just recently.
Right.
And now that's right, man.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah, man.
There you go.
See,
so
man,
we got people doing some major things. And of course, we got Kennedy Achilles here.
Who I just met.
He just met him, and he's an author, fabulous author.
Publisher.
Did he
publisher, thank you, publisher.
Did he know that he's going to be in the next play too as well?
Now he does. So, Ted.
But wait, before you say that, can we just get Philly to just say one thing for us? But he can't say the word.
No.
He just cannot say the word. He just got to say it. Just do it. Philly, can you please do it?
Drink that!
So this is what I wanted to do, Ted, man. And, a lot of other people wanted to be here, the Andre Gainey's and the Curtis Hollins and all the rest of them. But, you know how it is when you're working. Sometimes you can't make it. But we just wanted to say thank you, man, for what you're doing. I know that you put your heart and soul in this.
Money.
And put your that is your heart. And so, you
old people. I don't want to owe no actors. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Leela will come at your door, man. Well, you owe me some money, man.
You better go find an understudy. So we just wanted to say thank you, man, for what you brought to South Florida. You've given us another avenue.
Yes, sir.
For actors here in South Florida, not just black actors, because if you've seen it in our plays, we got a lot going on, and we try to stay diverse. So I just want to thank you, Ted. Thank you for coming on out.
Thank you.
And to close it on up, I just want to say this is the Casting Couch. Please follow us on Twitter at Casting Couch TV and like me on Facebook.
I like
Casting. You like me?
I like you, man.
Man, you should love me. But on Casting Couch TV, again, we're just having a good time here. As you can see, we have these beautiful people behind us. And this is South Florida. We're here at Trio. And this is how we do it every week. So until next week, Godspeed.
AAPACT completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit AAPACT.com. Come see what you've been missing.
But it wasn't until I went to NYU School of Law that I began actually pursuing a career as a public performer.
I'm tired of the bitter river, and I'm tired of the bars!
This upcoming tour of Poemity reflects directly the lessons that I've learned in the 40-plus years that I've been involved in formal education. I'm engaging students in different and exciting ways and making them collaborators.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. AAPACT completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit AAPACT.com. Come see what you've been missing. Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance.
Honey, why don't you put your getaway glasses back on, okay? Or better yet, why don't you just go to your room just for a little bit and let Mommy and Papa talk, all right? Talking about me, you cussing more than every goddamn person in the...
AAPACT completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit AAPACT.com. Come see what you've been missing.